shut it down. Shut it all the way down and blame it on the Democrats because it is their fault. If the government shut down, it is the fault of the Democrats, and Republicans don't cave. Don't fall for the okie doke. President Donald J. Trump, don't fall for the okie doke. Let the government shut down. And you want to know why the Democrats want to shut it down? Because the Republicans are refusing to give free health care to illegal immigrants.
Yeah, so basically, if you haven't heard, the Democrats decided to vote on shutting down the government because the Republicans didn't want to give um, free health care, like $2 billion, to illegal immigrants, which is very unfair. So, socially, I feel like I'm more conservative, but economically, I am more liberal. When it comes to like free healthcare, I support, and free education, like college education, I support. But I think all levels of education need to be reformed. At the moment, I feel like all forms of education need to be defunded and reformed because there is a lot of like indoctrination happening in all levels of education, which either if which I think is very. I feel like it's very weird. I don't like it very much. Like even with my like twin brother, I feel like I mean I guess he's always been more moderate than I was, but he is goes to a university, which is definitely where you would get meet all more like liberal people. I go to community college. I guess more like mixed minds there, because at my school I was very surprised about people openly stating who they're voting for and not like getting actually having proper discussions. Maybe it was in my what class was it? It was in my biology class. They were talking about who they're voting for, and then one man said that he was voting for Trump, and then I mean they disagreed with each other, but they didn't really argue very much. They didn't go into detail. Well, yeah, it was a black man that said he was voting that he was gonna vote for Trump. I doubt he voted. I don't think so. Maybe just saying it just to mess with people, which is fine. I didn't vote. I don't like the idea of voting, which as cringe as that is. And then people open about voting for Kamala, and then my teacher also stating that she was gonna vote for Kamala. And then at my brother's school, when they were asking about like voting, and when my brother said he just prefers not to like vote, he's like he got like people being like kind of cringe to him. It's also you're one of those people. You're fence sitting, and you say, okay, so you want me to vote for Trump then? You're gonna, so I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote for Trump just because he said that, which he didn't. Just kind of just a good way to just kind of just push people away or just tell people to fuck off when you say that you don't really like the idea of voting. Is oh you're a fence sitter? Would you rather me vote for Trump or would you rather me not vote at all? Plus, we live in a blue state. Our vote quite literally does not matter. Um, because I don't know. The way things worked is a lot of people started moving away. This is part of one of my a paper that I wrote as well, where a lot of people are going to move out of a state where they believe that their vote does not matter. So, example, you're gonna have like someone from, I guess, a red state. I'm just to say Alabama. I don't know what red states are. I think Texas, Alabama, Florida, like those types of states. People feel like their votes don't matter, so they're going to move to a blue state like California, New York, Minnesota, Michigan, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I can name a lot more, and then I don't really know. I just still know them. I just know the main ones. I guess blue states, or obvious ones, not the main ones, and that it decreases the amount of swing states that exist. So I feel like even if you move, your vote still doesn't matter. What was I? What was I even talking about before? What was I getting into? Wow, 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 wow. Ba-da, 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 bum. Ba-da-da-bum-bum. Okay, I don't think I have ADHD, but I think I'm retarded, so I can't really remember what I was talking about. Uh, where was I going with this? I think I had a point. I kind of did a tangent, but now I don't remember what I was talking about. Do you just continue the video? Yeah, we'll just continue the video. I forgot what I was going with.
They ain't supposed to be here any damn way. Free health care.
Oh, I was talking about my views on education, and then also how socially I am more conservative, and economically I am more liberal. Was what I was going with this. I was talking about how education system needs to be reformed and stuff. Oh, my brother. I think he kind of slowly getting indoctrinated into. I guess probably not, but when I talked to him after the assassination of Charlie Kirk at the his school he was going to, the assumption was that the shooter was a far right, like probably like I don't know, just a conservative, like someone far right, make America great again, like Jimmy Kimmel said. When that was untrue, then it was like very confusing when we were talking to him. It was like me, a coworker, and him. Me and my coworker were confused. So like, why is he saying that the shooter was conservative? It's kind of retarded. I'm gonna be real. Why would someone who agrees with what Charlie Kirk had to say kill him? And also, there's been a very big shift. So when the shooting first happened, I feel like I saw a lot more politicians at least attempting to say that he didn't deserve it. But now a lot of them are changing the narrative, trying to misrepresent what he said in the past, saying that he was homophobic, saying that he's racist, like a white nationalist, Christian, like all that type of stuff. How his TPUSA, Turning Point USA, was a extremist group, and they're like trying to because I think a lot of politicians realized that a lot of their side has been, what do you call it? How do you say this? They've become more extreme. So a lot of them kind of like that Charlie Kirk died. So now they have to make things up about Charlie Kirk in order to justify his death. I have a stream talking about how it's kind of just debunking a bunch of the stuff that the Democrats said about him. Come on, let me get this picture. I posted a video recently of just about my paper. It doesn't matter that much, but where is it? I have a picture. Did I delete it? It's fine. We'll just use this one because I have it. Why is it telling me to open like this? I just want to open it. Why wouldn't it open? It's just a picture. I just want to look at it. Photos, okay. Alright. You can ignore the front. This is a thumbnail. A very basic thumbnail. I don't know how to make thumbnails. So, I don't know when this was taken, but basically, red is yes, violence can be justified, can sometimes be justified. And then the blue is no, violence is never justified. Black's not sure. Gray is prefer not to say. So this is very liberal. You can see it's 25%. They believe that violence is justified sometimes. Political violence justified sometimes. I guess from a Twitter post, not Twitter, an Instagram post. And then this one's very conservative. You see it's only 3%, which is still too much. But you can see also 88% of them also said, no, it's never justified. But you can say a lot of people are not sure and prefer not to say could fall into either of these. And you can see that this is like a lot smaller. 3% is still way too much, but these are very conservative people. I don't know about far right, just very conservative in general. And then this was on an Instagram post, and then Democrats were just saying, what about January 6th? January 6th is a very easy one. I also agreed with it as well, how January 6th was something that shouldn't have happened. But it's kind of more difficult to, like, it's a bad thing that happened, but it's kind of hard to say that Trump caused it or conservatives caused it when 267 of the protesters were FBI. They were feds. They were of the FBI. And there were videos of people who were already inside the White House before they let anyone in. So there were people actively in there, part of the government that were even before, like, that was supposed to be what do you call it? The what does he say when they become president? No, it's supposed to be Joe Biden's, like, was supposed to become president, that they're announcing it, confirming it, they're signing the papers, he's president of the United States. And even before he was president, they already had people in there that were against Trump, despite Trump being the current president of the United States. And they had, I think it was either FBI or FBI agents that were basically controlling it. I think I have a Twitter post about it somewhere. Going on. But yeah, I thought January 6th was a horrible thing. You read my essay, but now I have to edit my essay because we got new information about January 6th, and now I have to do changes and probably find different examples of far-right violence, which wouldn't be hard to find, but, well, maybe it's a little hard to find. I don't know. It's pretty clear that it's a lot of it. It's on one, not just one side, but a lot of it is seemingly one side. ABC station shooting, Annunciation Church shooting, Charlie Kirk assassination, the ICE shooting, all by left-leaning individuals. And I think there was a new one that was a conservative shooting. He shot some kind of Mormon church. So that is one example, I guess. The thing is, it wasn't a political attack. It was some guy who just had a grudge against his wife who went to that church or had that religion. And I hope for the death sentence for him no matter what. Hopefully he gets killed. Anyway, back to the video.
Americans don't even get free health care. So why in the world do y'all want illegal immigrants to get free health care when Americans don't even get free health care? Make it make sense.
Yeah, it does not make any sense. Giving people who are criminals here illegally, like, you will, like, kind of to try to, like, misrepresent you, like, saying a lot of the times it's like people who are more left misrepresent what, like, when you say illegal immigrants, they just assume that you mean all immigrants. And they say, like, not every illegal immigrant breaks the law. That's not true. They're here illegally. They're not supposed to be here. They are illegal immigrants. You call them illegal immigrants because they're not supposed to be here. They didn't do the process. And when you see how, like, actual, like, legal migrants vote, they also completely, like, disagree with, like, illegal immigrants. They do not like the idea of illegal immigrants because those people got here fair and square, and they have assimilated into the culture. And but now there are people who are getting it easy, and now seems like Democrats are trying to give them more benefits than, like, citizens and, like, legal migrants. They, like, want to give, like, more benefits to illegal immigrants, giving them trucker licenses without any process, allowing them to vote. And then also, like, one of them, a legal immigrant who was here on a student's visa, getting paid $300,000 in tax-paying dollars, and also being able to vote despite not being a citizen. Like, those are a bunch of, like, benefits that not even legal migrants can get.
And so y'all want the American people to suffer because you want illegal immigrants who will possibly...
That is tax dollars, by the way. Tax dollars that are going to people who shouldn't be here in the first place and being spent on not citizens, but people who are here illegally. Like imagine paying your taxes, like expecting the government to give you like the government is supposed to like the government is supposed to work for the citizens, but that's not something that really um I don't know. It's like more the other way around, even though it's supposed to be they're supposed to be working for us, but they are giving benefits to people who are probably not even paying taxes either. People who aren't supposed to be here, criminals.
Who are going to be deported anyway to
Yeah.
get free health care? What? Shut it down. Y'all, I do believe it's going to get shut down because the Democrats
I think that happened today, and I don't think anything really happened. I think we're just going to find out that a lot of our tax dollars are being wasted on people who do nothing because they're getting rid of people. Um, First they're gonna get rid of like people who don't really matter, and I think that was thousands of people. So now we know that thousands of tax dollars were being wasted on people that didn't do anything. And then we're going to really realize that nothing's gonna change, meaning like the government actually was not helping, not serving its citizens very well. So we'll see in the next couple of weeks, or how long, or just where, however long this lasts.
don't care about the American people. Kalshi is right. It's a 92% chance right now. Actually, I would say it's about 100% chance because I will
Yeah, I
bet
think
on
that
the
happened today,
Democrats
right?
to not do what is right for the
Social
American
workers got
people,
rid of, I
so the
think.
government is going to shut down because the Democrats don't give a damn. But y'all don't fall for the okie doke. Don't even fall for it. Do you get free health care? So why in the world
I would
are
love
they
free
fighting for
healthcare.
illegal immigrants to get free health care? Why? Why? It don't make no sense, do it? Republicans don't fall for the okie doke. Don't let them shut it down. Shut it on down. I'll be damned if some illegal immigrants get free health care when people who are from America don't even get free health care. Don't nobody in my family get free health care. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense. The shutdown's gonna happen, but blame it on the Democrats. Oh, this 92 is going to 100%. I can guarantee you that because the Democrats don't give a damn about the American people. So we gonna see though. We are going to see. But if it's shut down, blame it on the Democrats. Blame it on them.
Yeah, Republicans didn't want to give free healthcare to illegal immigrants, so we're gonna shut down the government. It's their fault because they don't want to give $2 billion in tax gives to illegal immigrants. That's something else. We'll talk about that later. Get rid of it. Let's see, anything else relating to the government shutdown? I think this is probably also related to JD Vance. There you go.
Democrats say that they care a lot about lowering healthcare costs, and yet, when the president took historic action to work with the drug companies to lower prescription drug prices, the Democrats did nothing to help us. In fact, we would have loved to have the Democrats helping us, but they didn't. They talk about doing something, they don't actually do the hard work of making it happen. What they have done instead is to shut down the government because we won't give billions of dollars to healthcare funding for illegal aliens. That is what has actually happened. To the American people who are watching, the reason your government is shut down at this very minute is because, despite the fact that the overwhelming majority of congressional Republicans and even a few moderate Democrats supported opening the government, the Chuck Schumer AOC wing of the Democratic Party shut down the government because they said to us, we will open the government, but only if you give billions of dollars of funding for health care for illegal aliens. That's a ridiculous proposition. Let me say two other quick things.
Yeah, see, it doesn't make any sense. So the government does not work if you're going to hold grudges against people and disagree with every little thing, even if it's a good thing with them. Like if someone is trying to lower, a Republican or Democrat is trying to, if a Democrat is trying to lower healthcare, and then Republicans say, no, we're not going to help you with that or vote with you against that because you are on the opposite side of us, even though it's a benefit to everyone if we lower cost of healthcare. I'm just going to say no. I switched it around because so people maybe just so people notice the opposite is happening. Just trying to like explain it in a way where people can just like, and this is like how like it's stupid. Both either way.
And then again, I'll take some questions. Number one, we all understand that Democrats and Republicans have policy disagreements. The Democrats
Yeah.
want to do things. Look, when Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries were in here a couple of days ago, they made some suggestions that the president was more than happy to say, yes, let's sit down and talk about how we can solve the healthcare crisis that we inherited from the Biden administration. But it's one thing to say that we should solve the healthcare crisis for Americans. It's another thing to say that we're going to shut down the government unless we give the Democrats every single thing that they want, which is Carol.
See, if they're gonna throw it like, if they're going to be pissy and they're like a fit every time the Republicans don't want to do something and they're gonna shut down the government every single time, it's like maybe we shouldn't have these people in those seats. I don't care what party like replaces them, as long as it's people who can like have critical thinking skills to be able to say, hey, maybe it's not smart to give illegal aliens free healthcare, and also not allow and force citizens to pay for their own healthcare. That's like retarded. Why should why should our tax dollars be going to illegal aliens and not be beneficial to us, people who are citizens of the United States, people who want to be here? It's just like if you see like a lot of those protests, you can see that a lot of them are super anti-America, and it's like, why are you even here then? But literally, these people need to be replaced with like literally anyone with critical thinking skills. I don't care what party they're a part of. We need them gone because they are obviously not people who are capable of working with American citizens and working with opposition.
Line says includes giving billions of dollars of taxpayer funding for health care for illegal migrants. That's ridiculous. You don't have policy disagreements that serve as the basis for a government shutdown. Let's have the conversation about how to fix American health care, about how to make health care more accessible. As the president showed, he's more than willing
Plus,
to act on behalf.
Yeah, we're getting rid of illegal aliens anyways. So why give them why should we be giving them health care if right now we're actively trying to get rid of them? It doesn't make any sense.
Behalf of the American people for this very reason. What you don't do is say, unless you do exactly what we want to do as congressional Democrats, we're taking a hostage. And the hostage, it turns out, is critical, essential services that the American people need. Caroline talked about some of it. Let me talk about some more. Our troops are...
All right, looks like that's the end of that. This stuff we can probably talk about later. Breaking: U.S. government officially shuts down. So I guess it did go through. Good. I'm tired of every year them using this as a panic button. Politicians who have been in power for 15 plus years, some older than dirt itself, and showing obvious cognitive decline, have created this environment. Vote in different people. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Why has Water been in power since 1991? She's done nothing. Same with all the others and warmonger Graham. But Savvy, don't you want federal workers to... I don't know what you're going to ask, but the answer is no. I don't want to see how much of a joke of a system is, of our system is, double-digit contingencies for, she spelled that, presidential line on power, but nothing to stop this bogus panic from losers who don't want to spend without transparency. Everyone in power is worth millions, despite many of them never having a real job or worth. But this doesn't make any sense. Nothing does. Now meme on, meme like your life depends on it. It's just made a little fun thing at the end. Let's see. Looks like that's all of, oh yeah, there's something. A little message from Charlie Kirk from 2023. Oh sorry, I'm retarded. 2018. Members of Congress should not be paid during government shutdown. Is that yeah? It doesn't make sense. They're not serving the citizens at the moment, so why should they still be getting paid? Well, like during COVID, well, many people lost their jobs and they did get paid, but that also ruined a lot of people's lives. Like from losing their job. Like my dad lost his job during the COVID shutdowns because he was one of the people who were making the most money. And then he lost his job. He lost a good job, and it became very, very tiresome. And now he has a new job, but the scheduling is a little rough. It does not work very well.